they ever decide on what location they wanted to meet at?
Good morning.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, what's up, man? You feeling good?
I'm alright. Better than last week. So, that's an improvement. Can't complain though.
True.
Good morning.
Hello.
It's not a bomb, is it?
It's the portable EMP that was brought back last week.
Yeah, good. Does it work or?
It still works. I reconnected the battery this morning, and it is a very stable yet unstable mechanism. It appears that
Good morning.
blunt force trauma was used to activate it on multiple occasions, so I'm going to need to look into making a heavier chassis.
Do you need me to put it on the project list or?
Not at this current time, no, but thank you.
Understand. Don't know if you need people to assist with it, but then again, you can ask, so.
Of course.
I'm working on something myself. A hammer. Well, an electric hammer. Haven't gotten too far, but my shield keeps getting blown to bits, which repairing it costs too much to the point where I don't even think I want to keep the shield. Also, with my arm fucked up. So, yeah.
That is understandable.
Yeah, this arm is pretty fine. This one is just pretty fucked up, so. Well, everything is pretty fucked up on my body at the moment.
Please do be sure to rest while you can.
I've been resting for 2 weeks. Just acid takes a long time to recover from.
Indeed.
And leaves marks, so. So, I believe we have a security meeting in here later.
Yeah. Well, Muerte said it was supposed to be at the top of the hour. It's already 2 minutes past that.
Yeah. Suppose we'll just wait. You been doing okay?
I have been managing with how busy things have gotten recently.
Are you doing okay?
I believe so.
Good. Try not to overwork yourself too hard.
Understood. Hello, Theo.
Good idea.
Hi.
How are you doing, buddy?
Good.
That's good. Did you already eat?
No.
Gummy snake.
Thank you.
I'll never get over the sound of him eating.
Well, he was very hungry, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, I suppose. That accursed sound. Yeah,
Goodbye.
goodbye to you.
Bye, Theo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Murta.
Understood.
Hey, did you act?
what we had
Did,
to
did
have
you
done is
actually
go
have
through.
that as a reason? Is that an actual reason you
Yes.
had, or did
That
you
that is
just
an
piggyback off
actual
what they did?
reason. Yes.
Is that
Okay.
it's fucking glorious. Holy fucking Jesus,
on,
man.
man.
Yeah.
A couple days
You
now.
got a full on fucking 50
Technically,
cal?
a
Okay,
lot of us
Yeah.
that's new.
Edgar wants to borrow the
There's a difference
You're
between
even gonna be able
Mickey
to handle
room
that.
for the meeting
and
because
There's
the
no
security
ammo in
room's trashed
this.
right now.
I can't even
Why
shoot.
is
Once
the
I got the sight,
security
it
trash?
cannot shoot right now.
about to say all these are empty.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I've
all
been able
those
to
are
lift
empty.
at least like
Fucking
200
Ezra had a moment.
Jesus,
I'll come back.
man.
Pretty sure I can do it.
It's nothing.
Come
Yeah,
use
you
the
can
mission.
borrow to make it
I
right.
know you're here.
It isn't. Not many people even see.
We
this
were
stuff
already
in real
waiting.
life.
Where's Foxhound?
I mean, I do.
He was
'Cause,
just here.
To be honest, they shouldn't. Well, shut
Why
up.
didn't you go back?
No.
You can buy those.
Actually, I think it's
You know
gotten
places to
better
buy
since I
those.
went to that weird quiet
If I had
point
money for
out there.
I promise I wouldn't be using Corvus.
We're having the
Wait,
meeting
you know
on
where to
Saturday.
buy these?
In the Mechie Bay.
I probably know someone that sells them. Yeah.
You guys
Is
can
that the
you can start
one-
filling into the
come
Mickey
on.
Bay.
With knowing where to get.
Ahem.
Alright.
In we
They sell
go.
that too. If they're the
on my
manufacturer, I highly doubt they're making a gun that
I
can't use the
mean
ammo.
to have it.
Thank you. You'll be doing alright.
Getting by.
Do you need to hold that gun or you can put it down, you know?
Again, I'm getting used to the weight of this fucking
Should put it on your back.
lug of metal.
Then get used to the weight.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a little bit intimidating to see it aimed at my feet all the time.
Yeah, but maybe if you shoot somebody.
Fuck. The
You're gonna
bullets
be
are out of
bulkier
it.
than
I'm
me
not sure
by
if
the
you
end
take
of
that.
lugging that thing around.
I'm gonna borrow this
Yeah,
chair
pretty
that's
much.
definitely here, Carlos.
That's my favorite chair.
I'm also totally gonna be borrowing
Yeah,
this
that's just your
chair
chair.
right here.
You're just gonna take his chair?
That's my second favorite chair.
Sorry.
That's fucked up, Ezra.
Oh, guys, what are we doing? We're
We're having
we're
some
kind of
interdepartment drama.
disrespecting our Mickey head here.
He graciously
Disrespected in
gives
my
you
own
this room,
house.
and this is how you treat him?
Yeah, and you guys are
fuck?
just
Crazy.
taking his
Yeah,
favorite
Should
chairs.
I lock the door?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
You want the
You
keys?
have keys?
Or I guess yeah. Ask Carlos for the keys. Hold on.
Mickey boy.
Mickey boy.
I hope
Mickey
you
boy.
fucking. Anyways.
I'm blind.
Right. I'm sorry about that.
That's fucked
No.
up, old man.
When did you get blind?
I might have blind.
Oh. Okay. First off, as everyone knows, Unfortunately, we've had 2 members die back to back past 2 weeks. One of them was security member, Pill. And then, of course, the other one was previous techie head, Jace. This is just general information. I know most of you know, but Corvus hasn't been around for a bit, and I'm sure he probably already knew, but I'm just laying out information anyways. All I have right now is, I don't know how we're gonna do it. Hopefully, some of you guys can provide some information. Maybe this is like a jump from the deaths, but this is going back to whenever Corvus had a bomb sent to him. We need to figure out a way to have short code words, short something, so we know who's sending what where, whether it's a person sending an actual package to someone and we need to make sure that it's genuinely a package, or if it's even a tiger or someone that's not a part of the hollow coming in here. We need some better type of security measure to make sure that whoever enters here is supposed to be here or is allowed here.
It's a little hard.
What we
Not
need
that
is like
hard.
a document full
Well-
of keywords that we would use.
Well, it's
No.
either keywords or
That's something people can grab. That's something
True.
people could get a hold of and know every little bit of. There are these things that we used back in the military, signs and countersigns. Effectively, knee-jerk reactions to when you hear a word. At least knee-jerk to us, our group, our people. One example is a star in Texas, I believe. Things like that, simple yet effective.
The only
Of course,
thing
the main
that I would,
problem is how to distribute that.
the only concern I have is most of the time, at least when it comes to visitors, they're usually from someone higher up, and that kind of just relies on them telling us rather than us figuring it out. The bomb thing, though, package-wise, sure, that's probably easy. My only concern is the actual visitors, because I don't think we normally get packages
think
delivered.
Any visitors that are from higher up, we can't really stop them regardless.
Right, that's what I mean.
and even then,
Most of the
we can-
visitors we have are from them, so.
Even when they're not from higher up,
This is more so for
given
spies and the like.
ahead of time notice. So I
People
don't
trying to look like us.
Right.
At this point, I'm afraid that at some point we're gonna have someone come in and we're gonna be like, "Hey, he's one of ours." Next thing you know, the Meki Bay or the Med Bay is in shambles.
Blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, for that would be simple vouching, and if you don't know a person, they should be accompanied by one other whisperer at all times. That way, even if you can't hold that person responsible, the person that's with them or assigned with them will be held responsible.
Because we can't
But
really
then
go into
there's the
investigating
problem of
every
them
single person
being
that comes
here
in.
in the first place.
Yeah, but if they say they're green, as much as it would be nice, we kind of can't just go investigating every single person that comes in, especially if they get a potential voucher or if they say they have a voucher.
There's hundreds and hundreds of whisperers who might come in
Yes.
and out of the hollow. We can't know all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to know all of them. I'm saying for all of them to know something simple. Like I said, it was effective.
No one's
speaking
disagreeing.
about
We're just
something
voicing concerns.
specific to the Hollow, specific to security across the whole Whispers? What's
Specific to
scope?
Whispers. Something that all of them could know.
The only counter argument I'd have to that, we do have someone that is careful with their processing, also trying to learn some things on the other side. The same thing could apply here. If we teach these words out, and let's say someone who's been playing green for
You change them.
months. Well, yeah, that's
Every
fine,
time
but
we have to
eventually.
change them.
Right, but at that
Well-
point, we'll never know until it's too late. Or if we change them and they're still acting green, they're going to learn the changed words too, which then defeats the
I think
purpose.
Another issue is that we're not. This isn't the military, Gary. As much as we might like to think of us as a incredibly disciplined force, there is a lot of people here who have no discipline. They just get up, they shoot a gun, they go back to doing whatever. There's
Under patrol.
I'm
Have-
gonna throw my idea out the window.
I have very
one
little
seems to
faith
agree with
that.
I just don't know if there is
That would
anything we
be
can do.
acceptable.
That's my concern. As much as it's nice to have extra security measures like that in place, with how loose the Whispers are and taking on more greens, it's kind of difficult to do something either as vast as to the entire Whispers, and if we limit it to the Hollow, when it comes to getting packages and such, someone could fast green, and then, like you said,
think
we need those words in
for the
place. So either way, it's
Hollow-
kind of difficult.
I think for the Hollow or for security specifically, to have certain phrases is more doable.
I agree.
You think someone suspicious is coming in, we can use a phrase without alerting them, maybe. But for the whole Whispers, I think it's something that is not really feasible for us.
If we live in the age where you can message someone across the planet
Yes.
in an instant.
That's not my point here, Gary. My point is that there's no way that is going to be kept a secret if you have it go across the entirety of the Whisperers.
Then why not start at a trial phase? Start small.
We could do
then
that.
push out.
I think it could work in smaller groups, and we can go from there if that's the direction we want to go with this, if we want to go with this.
Yeah, the only thing is we have to make sure that these phrases are obvious, because if only security knows it, if someone says, let's say one of you say something, and in response to whatever the code word is or represents, one of the other security members decides to act, over time it might start to become obvious, depending on if people are that perceptive. Though, no offense, most of the Whispers here is I wouldn't say that. But either way, I have my own caution that I tend to have. I do think it's not a bad idea to have something in place, but I think it's mostly something we're going to have to workshop. What it is, how we do it. It's going to take time. I think a trial phase might not hurt.
I mean, that's the whole point of
Signs
this
and
meeting is to
countersigns are
brainstorm
used to
ideas.
identify your own. Nothing
Well,
more.
it's also hard to
And they
brainstorm
change
complete ideas in
constantly.
a moment.
I mean,
Also,
we're
another thing that
conceptualizing.
we might want to do at some point is
People that would give them out would be
make
Yeah.
like plans for scenarios, like a random package showing up or an uninvited guest showing up that may be
Me and
hostile.
Repulse.
Because
Wrench and I have spoken about it, but we haven't. You'd be surprised how much gets in the way of being able to plan
well,
stuff.
this is kind of an important thing. So if you're able to persuade them to get it done sooner rather than later.
What
I
I'm saying is just you like it's surprised how many things get in the way before you can actually get it into motion. For instance, I was actually going to do this meeting 2 weeks ago, and then Jace died,
Right.
and then Pill died, and now we're here.
We cannot
I
control
think
this.
We can't. But I'm not going to
Right.
force a meeting under
During a stressful moment.
duress.
so. I think the phrases are a good idea, but for actual security measures that we could, I think the vouchering would be pretty helpful. That if someone uninvited comes in, they are left at the door until someone that has vouched for them shows up. and is to accompany them the entire time. Because if the
I also
Council of
think-
Nine sends a person, or leadership would know, and they would be the voucher.
I
It'd be
think
good to have protocols
ahead.
or plans in place whenever
Yes.
we have situations. I agree, because if we don't, what's going to end up happening is that we have two people sitting there being like, "Well, I don't know what we should do right now," and they're just
Yeah.
going to argue with each other instead of dealing with it.
I think one thing as well, though this only really pertains to my idea since I did get the package. If we are going to be having anything delivered, if someone from the Hollow, for example, is going to be having that delivery, security should be in the know, and when this delivery is happening, they should be able to inspect it to make sure there's nothing awry with it, seeing as if I didn't catch it in time before I was security, we would have had a blown up techie bay. I think that should have been stopped at the door before it even got brought in. Now, again, we've already had the whole lesson sprayed at people, don't bring in packages, sure. But at least having security in the know of said deliveries would make it a lot easier when it comes to managing what's coming in and out of the Hollow.
I think that's something we can put in place. Have people, if you are getting a package, expecting a package, inform security right away.
Hell, if you're going to be
Before it
placing an
happens.
order for something, doesn't matter if it's
No
a
one
package
and
or
everyone
any
needs
form
to
of
do more than
resource.
just talk to each other.
Yes.
It's difficult.
But a lot of people tend to not do that, sadly. We have a bit of bad communication between some, if not most. Much as I hate to say it.
Actually,
If someone's ordering a package for just like a basic thing, why the fuck would they say bring it here?
It's
be
weird,
surprised.
yeah,
but
Everybody
surprised.
better
makes
safe
orders to
than
here.
sorry.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something.
yeah, a different countermeasure we could use is perhaps instead of giving our location to multiple places such as the packaging or certain guests, we can give them a proxy location. A proxy location which is close by, and then we can pick up from there.
I actually kind
It
of like
is
that idea.
safer.
It's possible.
Though, the
I'm-
only thing I would say is if anything that's bigger than just a simple package, for example, let's say someone's getting a truckload of something, then it might be a little hard, because if
Yeah, but that's
someone sees a
logical.
giant truck pulling up to a spot.
That's
I
logical.
mean,
We'll
you
figure
can
that
still,
out when we get to
yeah.
it.
We'll figure out different ways to do that. That's a good idea. To
I like
deal
that
with
spots.
bigger and smaller packages.
I mean, with that, even if a guest shows up, you can put them to a proxy location, give them a blindfold, drive them 5 minutes this way, and they wouldn't know the location.
It depends on the
to be
guest.
to be
Depends on the
honest,
guest.
everybody knows where we are. It's not a secret anymore. It hasn't been a
A
secret
lot
for
of people know where
a
the
year and a
Hollow
half
is.
now.
I think the only people who don't know is the general populace.
Yeah.
Which is
A lot of
best.
people know about where we are, but even though they know, we shouldn't be opening the door for them or giving them the key, so
Of
to
course.
speak.
Yeah. What do you call it? The Don't you dare say. Oh, thank God. Okay. I thought he was gonna say security. I was going to shoot myself. I don't know. I remember him talking about getting us an airship at some point to do the tank heist that we were gonna do.
Is this
I know
about?
what that's about. I'm involved with that. Should
Then
I-
if we need to, we can catch you.
If that's
Yeah.
go ahead.
We'll catch you up.
Understood.
Godspeed.
I think if we're doing
Um,
dead drops, something that also might not hurt is obviously try our best to not have so many, but also make sure that the whispers that are taking care of them aren't, potentially corrupt. But that gets into a whole other thing. There's potentially like truck inspections, I guess, spots for trucks that are our affiliation can pull up, so that way bigger things that can't go in a dead drop have some semblance. Though obviously that's announcing. It's kind of hard to hide a truck if we're doing it secretly. If we're doing any inspection in said truck,
If a whole
I mean,
truck is being brought here, I don't think it's just some random person delivering it.
well, of
and it
course,
should,
but we need to make sure
if
that it's
anything, be
secured regardless
stopped
of
by
whether
the
someone...
whispers that are out around the Hollow.
We have
No,
quite
I
a
don't
few
disagree.
grunts that are out they're patrolling.
I know.
As Marte said, this is a separate thing that can be discussed later. Currently, we're trying to figure out what
Getting
we
into
want to do with
hypotheticals.
Well, of course.
people
I always
coming to the
hypotheticals.
hollow, that sort of shit. So,
With,
Marte,
But we
with-
need
go
to stop
ahead.
talking in circles. We need to talk forward right now.
No, it's just
with
pushing something.
with packages and all that stuff like that. Of course, we
Good to
can.
have the thought.
We'll figure it out, and we can also always talk with the whisperers that are around the hollow. I have an idea on how to do it already, but we'll see how that goes. With the code phrases and stuff like that, do we just want to start in the small group, so like security, or do we just want to start with the hollow? Or
Let's
actually,
start.
small group security and
I
leadership.
say start it off as a security thing right now, so that way only those of us in the room that are currently security would know about it.
Plus, it gives us a trial run.
Maybe have like a list of them in the security chat, possibly.
I think trialing it first
Listing it
with
anywhere
us would be a good
gets rid
idea.
of the entire
and-
point.
Yes. I think we start with us for now.
It has to be in here.
Once we start to iron
It's
out
simple.
any wrinkles in this idea and we have a proper concrete one that's more foundational, then we can start bringing it into the hollow. But for now, I think it's best to trial run it first. See what works, see what doesn't, before we start mass spreading it.
Right. So, I think to overview everything. The packages, we're gonna figure that out, get a dead drop, figure that out somewhere, work on the thing and the phrases and trial groups, and then the protocols or plans for guests coming in, incidents happening is just something we're gonna have to think up because
Something we're going to have to figure on our own.
Mm.
What will we all think is the most effective thing to do whenever there's
well,
an uninvited guest?
Two people
or
for everything.
someone aggressing, breaking in,
I'm
yada
saying
yada.
right now maybe, but it would be good to have like a guideline of do this first and then act on your judgments.
Yeah. Protocol.
Two people per
One-
situation.
I was
That's
going to
my
say,
thought.
I actually like that idea. If we have, obviously everyone can do it, but people that are more attuned to one idea. So, let's say for dead drops, it might be someone that's more on the field. So, for example, Dia, they know the streets like it's their backhand. They know it by heart. If anyone's going to know these dead drops, anyone that can maneuver outside of those, it'd be them, right? Though any of us could theoretically go to the dead drop, having someone that's more expertise into that might be a bit easier, especially when it comes to communicating for those specific cases. Same thing for if something heavier comes in, we need to scan it. If we need something with tech, you come to me, then I go to that first. Obviously, everyone else can, but priority would allow us so we're not all feeling like we're getting pulled everywhere without having any actual communication or coordination. We know who's going where because they're more specifically attuned for this security aspect. So that way, it makes it easier communicating, and we don't start bumping into each other, tripping over, oh, this person's already here, shit, now I gotta run over this way if something else is happening.
I think that's a good idea to
A buddy
So
system as
simple,
well.
Sending texts.
True,
Seeing what I'm
but
here dealing with
sometimes...
this.
True, but sometimes in a moment you can't get a text out, depending on how fast the situation is developing.
With
If a
having that in
situation's developing
place.
that quickly, I
Easy
believe
solution is
the more
I
of us, the
agree.
better.
I agree, but you see the idea.
I do.
Yeah, I think definitely going forward.
the easy
whenever we
solution is
do-
to just have two people together.
Yeah, whenever we do these procedures, anything of the sorts, we're always going to be stuck up with two.
Mm.
Doesn't matter who, even if it's just getting someone into the door, two people. Actually, yeah, circling back around to people coming in and stuff like that, in case people didn't know, because technically this is a new security team previously to the old one that Renee was running. There has been the basic security measure where whenever someone that's not from the hollow, even if they're a regular whisperer, we accept, there's the exceptions, Council of Nine, higher ups, all that
unless
stuff.
if higher ups or Rancher Chase says otherwise,
Yeah.
you strip them of weapons.
Well, I would say that depends on if Chase says otherwise, because I'll go into that in a second. The basic premise that we've always had for that is whenever someone comes in, we always strip them of their weapons and their equipment, and stuff, and then we put it somewhere that only we know and possibly the other person that came in here knows. The reason why I said I'm iffy on the chase one is because Yuffie had come in one time and she was being a very problematic person with her things.
We never got we never got direct confirmation that Chase let her do that.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
So they have to physically inform you or send you a text or something. They can't just say, X told me, right? Obviously.
The door's
Cannot be word of
locked.
mouth.
That's locked.
God damn it.
It can't be word of mouth, or it has to be word of mouth. Sorry.
Just so you know, knock, 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 knock.
I think we're all in agreement on things, though.
Yeah. I think this is something we should probably work on and think on, other than sitting in circle and waiting for it to come to us.
Well, yeah, of course.
No, that's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And as a last thing before it's over, because the main point of the meeting was trying to get general information out. If anybody has any general information that some security probably wasn't here for.
Padlock lying around here. If
A
not,
spare
just a
what?
piece of sheet metal. Padlock.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
If not, they said they can make do with a piece of sheet metal.
One actively dealing with it, the other.
No, just look quick.
Nothing I can think of to inform.
Do you have any general information that security should probably know?
Not on my end now.
Don't get too close to that door. You make it
The
stuck.
last thing I want to do is have someone know something, which genuinely.
What are you talking about? I wouldn't get stuck in a door. Here's a padlock.
Thank you.
Have you been fully brought up
You're
with
welcome.
the acid situation?
We're supposed to be speaking with what's their name? South about that, and so no.
In your
Well,
way
this is
of
still in a coma.
Everybody here should probably know. So.
In your aware of what occurred with Dais's situation?
Days, yeah.
The medical one.
That should be public knowledge.
Yeah, that's been
Let's say lay it out.
The easy one first.
Explain the acid one. Yeah.
So with acid, to be honest, Cowboy, you have better jurisdiction over this. But from my perspective, some sort of solution, however experimental, was given to acid, but Neon did not find it appealing and had been stonewalling it for, I don't know, week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, from what I've been told.
From what Cairo has told me, Neon is not to be in contact with acid right now.
Yes. As far as I know,
Hmm.
they've left to wherever. I haven't seen them since earlier this week.
I believe went back with Gus.
Of course.
I don't think we can just go there. But
technically, we're not supposed to.
She has permission. She's been training there since fucking start of the new year at this point.
I haven't seen her at the Oak, so I very much doubt she's over there.
You saying Neon not being in contact with acid is another thing that I almost completely forgot to go over. As of last Friday, going forward, as both security and medical cannot be overseeing guardians of people that they've had a romantic relationship with or are currently in a romantic relationship with. Medical
this is
is
for
allowed
long
already
term,
in place.
nothing short term.
Yeah.
Yes,
Medical is allowed to, patch them up, do what they need to, but they are not allowed to be the overseeing guardian.
This is more of if they have an ongoing mental condition. You can't act as their
Mental, physical. If they have
Seeing
an
as it's been
ongoing
going around.
health condition.
You
As
can
you
still
all can-
treat someone obviously if they're dying, right?
But in the
Otherwise, it'd be
general
someone
sense of overseeing someone, being assigned to someone, if you have had a, we all need to make sure that if we assign someone to someone, we need to make sure they have never had a past romantic relationship before or currently, because that is prone to bias and things like that. So of course, I don't have to explain it, but I'm going to anyways because sometimes people think I'm a shithead who has my head up my ass and am just don't know what I'm doing. That applies to the
you are.
heads. Cool. That applies to the head in second. We can't. I won't be overseeing anything with Lee or anything like that.
That's
So
fair.
this applies to everybody and anyone.
Right.
Understood.
And if there's no general information, meeting adjourned.
Get me out of this fucking prison. I'm kidding.
Somebody unlock
You
the
gonna let
door.
him call your Mechie Bay a prison?
It's okay. You're our
I'm
shit.
hardly ever in here.
Yeah, but you were, and you called it a prison for the short time you were. That's kind of fucked up.
Carlos, you wanna unlock
You know what?
the
I
door?
don't want to hear it, Techie boy. How many
I'm
hours
gonna-
do you spend in the Techie Bay?
Not a lot actually.
Let me go unlock the
Surprised, 'cause
door.
I do it at my own risk.
Yeah.
Sure
Some of
can
the
just
work
be
I do
done.
can't be done on our
You're like one of
computers.
the only ones who is.
To be honest, I think I could actually just open the door from
I
inside.
love the Mickey Bay. It's my favorite place in the Hollow.
I'm sure.
Practically eat and sleep here.
I don't know where mine is.
Have fun, Tin Man.
Good night.
I forgot my shotgun in the Mech Bay. I put it down on the ground.
Actually, I stole it and I ate it.
Yeah, we must have been hungry.
You know what? Fuck you, Bug. Nice new fit, by the way.
Oh, stop standing up like you're gonna do anything. Sit your ass down.
Carlos,
Yes.
it would be a good idea for you to know the other engineer on site, June, since they are also going to be working with me on other projects on the side. When you have the time, of course.
Don't think about it.
By my authority of security, I remove his sentence. He's being a bitch.
Oh, that's fair.
I know.
Security, I
He's the one that stands up
Where
and I
the
called him
fuck
out on
all
it.
this security came from?
I'm meeting. Actually, yeah, we are ganging up on you.
squad. Where'd they go? What?
I don't know.
Don't ask questions you don't want any answer to. They went to the in-between.
Oh, yeah,
You play League of Legends.
I want to hear from you.
Oh, this is a security issue.
Valid point.
This is a security issue. We can't let this man play League of Legends.
Point and laughs and say version.
Yes, as I was saying.
Yes.
They're in the
And
medical
you got,
bay.
like,
They're not paying
research
attention.
thing with
There.
rat.
Where's that bleed stuff we use for the floors? We need like a lot of it.
What are your hobbies?
Excuse me.
Stuff for the floor.
I already asked them that.
Right?
Inform me.
Alright, what do you scavenge for?
Yeah,
and
that's a
get-
good point. I should start smoking.
Shiny
You know, my
stuff.
hobby, Magic the Gathering.
Experiment made
Yeah.
Why
I
don't
can,
we
like,
just play Yu-Gi-Oh?
The acid actually melted.
Fuck
And then
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Xeno
Magic the Gathering
walks
sucks.
up and goes, no, let's play
I got a
Pokemon.
blue-eyed
And a
dragon.
three-headed card war
Counterpoint
begins.
Pokemon's getting card game.
Can't really feel like any.
Yeah, I called it. I called it.
Pokemon Go.
You know what?
No, you should play Bakugan.
Get hit by a car.
Yeah, he's got a point. No Beyblade.
Yeah, Beyblade's fun.
Yeah, Beyblade would be really cool, but
Beyblades are fucking great.
Listen,
Wait, hold on.
one of my old mates used to take Beyblades and put razor blades on them and then fucking set them off. And then you jump in like this big thing with it, and it's whoever gets their feet cut up the most loses.
Wait, I have a question now, because now it makes me think
That just sounds so
of
fucking
who
British.
would
I'm
have
sorry,
what
Derek.
specific Beyblade.
I'm from up north. What was that?
I would want to have one of those
That makes me
heavy
think
magnetic
who would
Beyblades.
have like which specific Beyblade? You know, like this, like specific ones.
You know those Lego Beyblades who take the spin of other Beyblades?
Oh, the reverse spin, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, mine.
Spins, yeah.
I hate how everyone here is
had one
so
of those when I
like
was a
fluent
kid.
in Beyblade. Oh yes, the
Listen,
reverse
man.
spin. Yeah.
It was
the reverse
peak
spin.
Fluent in babies.
when Moses split the Red Sea with the Beyblade. All right, you can't
I
tell me
remember
that
playing
isn't
the level.
amazing.
believe I
The metal
teams
Beyblade.
trying to kill each other with Beyblades and motherfuckers up in helicopters shooting down at motherfuckers with them.
That actually happened in Beyblade. That is the most
And committing
outrageous
terrorism in a
shite I've
city.
ever
They literally
fucking
opened
heard.
Hell's Gate. In the middle of a fucking city with a Beyblade.
Baby Lord's fucking
See,
insane.
Beyblade was so
I
fucking
mean,
whack.
you gotta respect the catch line. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
You don't wanna delve into it. It is a pit.
I
It
saw
sounds
some
like it.
Beyblades, but not much.
I just played with them as a kid. That's all I did.
I played with the
when I grew up,
Legos and
they
Duplex.
made them. We didn't
Here,
buy them, you
hold on.
made them.
I'll tell you ancient knowledge. I don't even know if anybody knows this, but I remember this vividly. Bay Wheel. Does anybody remember Bay Wheel? I watched the shit out of that. So basically, take the top part of a Beyblade, put it horizontally, give it a rubber outside.
Did you
That's a Bay
keyboard
Wheel.
then, Pink?
Hello.
And the whole thing,
It is
instead of going in
programmed
circles, they just
together.
go in a straight line and hit.
It is matching my shoes.
So it's like jousting.
You wear such girly love shoes.
Affirmative.
You point towards like 4 people's shoes. Who the fuck are you talking to?
pointing at Silas.
Sir, I can't respond to someone saying affirmative to being called girly pop. I don't know how to respond to that.
Affirmative.
He's saying yes.
Are you military or girly pop?
Both.
So you are the ultimate commit to the bitter.
I want you to see you in full tactical gear with Hello Kitty stickers, all in pink. And the glitters. And the
I do not
glitters.
have tactical gear. I have research gear.
Hello Kitty tactical.
We'll get you tactical gear. Yeah. I mean, I was told one thing, that is that Hello Kitty girls are the most dangerous women ever.
Why are you flipping me off?
Because I can. What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
You know what? As a member of security, I take offense to that. 2 years in the hole.
For the next 10 hours.
3 years in the hole. 4 years in the hole.
He wishes he could put
Yeah.
me in the hole.
I'm sorry, Buck. As security member and head of Mickey, I'll have to lock you up for your own coach. You mentioned playing League of Legends earlier.
Where's Daya? Where's Daya? Daya! We need these.
It's against you for your own safety.
I'll swing. I'll fucking swing.
What?
Right there.
Huh?
Peering out of nowhere.
He's abusing his power.
What are you doing?
Flipping me off, so I'm throwing him in a hole.
For nothing. I didn't even do anything. He just looked at me.
And you're hitting a pole.
You got fingers. Come on, you can flip them off back.
Yeah, use your fingers.
Alright, don't worry.
you go.
I'll help you. Pulls out crossbow.
What the fuck?
I threw up, Derek.
How we doing?
Why are you
Look
running?
at the old man's
Go on, boss man. What the fuck?
That there's like a hole where his mouth would be that looks like it's been burned.
Yeah, to do that now.
Oh no, did they test that drug on you?
Wait, were they just on you?
Oh, the vomit spitting drug.
I don't like that.
Oh.
Who gave you this?
Friend.
Your friend? Cyrus? Did Cyrus give you this?
Yes, Cyrus kid.
I'll lay down on the table for you.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Thanks.
I'll put it to good use.
Oh,
No, I just get it for the day.
Did
Oh,
you actually throw up?
just the
It's a
day?
day pass.
Well, it's
from what
not
I
mine.
heard, it makes you
Derek.
And then I started throwing up acid.
Haven't you heard of the Cyrus Day Pass?
Would you not want the ability to turn invisible today?
With
Not to give him a shit ton of
As
space
a
last time.
It was his personal property, so I don't see what the issue is.
his
private,
property
is my property.
Look me in the eyes right now and tell me you wouldn't want to do this.
I'm looking in your eye, but no, I'm good. I don't want to fuck around with any tech. Is it that big kitty over there?
It is the big kitty.
It's the biggest kitty.
Stop it. Jumped
on the table.
Hey, Chase.
Yes.
You know that they can scale trees, right?
In a weird, like, dream,
Yeah.
we should
Let's
scream
get
at
you some
people like we're cops.
Oh,
You know, like constantly, like imagine walking into a postal office, everyone's
I was gonna
screaming
say
at the
Clay's,
top
but to
of
be
their
honest.
lungs as they panic and you
I'm a
several
dead body.
explosions.
Oh no, it's a dead body.
Hold on, I gotta.
I know everything, Chase.
You see
I know
that?
exactly what you're talking about.
Are you talking about the valid crash out?
What valid crash out? Which one? Which
Am I
one?
high? I might be high. I might
Gas,
be way
gas,
high.
gas!
I think.
Motherfuckers, you killed them!
Listen, Brad, don't listen, don't
Hold on.
listen.
He's raging! Hold on, wait.
He's raging!
Hold on.
It's the fucking
It's gone.
numbers! It's the
It's gone.
numbers!
It's gone.
Oh, God.
You know what?
Numbers, Mason.
I feel
what do
like,
they
Brad,
mean?
we should definitely bully Chase into doing later tonight.
Yeah.
You,
I
me,
mean, he's
Chase,
out of his office right
and
now. If you want to bully him, now's the time.
No, it'll be me, Rat, Oren, and maybe Delilah. We'll,
No,
we'll
if I
kind
was
of-
ever a cop, I would want to do that towards him. He's raging. He's.
What kind of collective fever dream did you all have?
me reaching for my phone. Take a picture.
No, I want to know what I want to do. When someone's like clearly giving up, say he's resisting, stop resisting.
Yeah. 10 billion kilometers.
Sorry.
You know, it's ironic you bring up the cop thing because I feel like in my AirPods I'm listening to a certain Kiss Me
Piece
song.
of chocolate.
Thank you.
It's banana and cream.
Did you clean up your face?
Oh,
No.
I will be right back.
that's very unhygienic of you.
Oh no. Rat, you have doomed yourself.
Bitch, look where we
boy.
live.
You have doomed yourself, lad.
I don't know.
I shower at least once in a blue moon.
And said you're free to go.
Wait, dude, brother.
Well, now you're done.
I take a dip in the river.
Yeah.
Take care of my brother and myself.
Why don't you go to a scrapyard?
We could visit the scrapyard. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find exhaust
Cup of
pipes.
water and a soaking wet washcloth.
Yeah, I'm trying to find fucking exhaust pipes for a little project.
We have to deal with the scrapyard. I can give you the location.
No, sure, you got one?
Yeah, we have a running deal with a scrapyard for a while now.
No, sure.
We pay the money, they give us stuff.
Yeah, I
mean,
appreciate that. Huh? I'm looking for fucking
No
sports
problem.
bikes, exhaust pipes.
Should be easy. I mean, I found motorcycle bikes there.
Did you just get waterboarded?
Yeah, I gotta get 4 exhaust pipes.
I need to get some
Are you alive?
electronics. I'm making a hammer.
Oh, nice.
Okay, he's moving. He's
I'm comfortable with
alive.
this. So. I do wanna. Well, the pipes are for an upgrade for this, and then I want to try and still do something else.
What, how many times I have to rebuild my shield up and how fucked my arm keeps getting? I think it's just safer to not have it.
Yeah, even with the shield, your arm just upgrade.
Are you able
Shoot.
to make a little? Are you able to make a little steel buckler?
Out of all the things you could have asked me, that is the biggest yes I can give you.
I need one with a spike on it, so I can use it for defense and offense.
Should want a trash can lid. That sounds,
I'd rather
that
Oh.
sounds
have
awesome.
something steel than
I-
aluminum.
That's really easy to make. Yes.
What was the armor you suggested?
What did he say? I didn't even hear it.
To who?
To me.
Well, yeah, but the idea would be
We'll walk around.
I believe I suggested flat steel armor for you.
because my arms couldn't handle a lot of pressure. So it was to
I mean, as tactical.
Oh, the Hello Kitty tactical gear with pink glitter.
That got melted down into my sword, by the way. So, kind of hard to have it now.
I do remember that.
See that? That's gonna be a problem, but not my problem. It's gonna be a really funny problem.
I don't have strength like you, so I don't think that's a good idea.
There's a lot of big cats, you know.
Come in.
No, not again. Not again, please.
Stand behind me.
Okay, get down a wall.
So, Birdie, what brings you around here?
What? How do you feel? You got the old. I feel amazing. How do you feel?
I was in the train
clearly
yard
not.
for a
You just
very
got
short
done.
amount of time before you guys came on a little rescue mission for me.
Cap. It's not cap.
I see, I
And
see.
just thought I should
Welcome
stay.
to the family.
So,
Who you made?
thank
Who you made? Take a guess.
You're welcome.
You look like a Yashua player.
Oh, glad to have you here.
Thank you. I hope I make improvements to the Hollow and Whispers. I want to help.
I see, I see. Well, hopefully you could do that. Ooh, I'm gonna go roam around.
But there
I'll
are
see you later.
various whispers who have their names put onto this
That I
mobile game.
couldn't tell you. Oh, the
What are we
gotcha game.
missing?
So before they left, Trace made that game.
Oh. Oh, okay. My name's on
What
it.
is this question?
Look, that's what that is.
There's a little tiny
Don't
thing.
ask me
I
the
wear it.
motive. They just
That's
wanted
what
to make
this
a
is.
mobile game. That was a gotcha
And
game
I
with
rarely
us
get hurt.
as the
Carlos,
So
Yes.
don't ask me their motives.
may I
I don't know.
request
That's
tier
why I
2
didn't
in the
offer
future?
myself nor my real name.
What type?
That's a fun. Yeah, we need to delete the coding.
Whatever you
They're
think
all
would
part
fit
of the
the
server
theme you
being
wish.
I don't know. He didn't tell me that.
Quality steel to suffice then.
No, from our servers.
No.
From our servers.
Cowboy.
We don't know if it's
I
separate.
think normal steel mask with a steel armor would suffice.
Want to play a game?
More protective.
I'm used to it.
Oh, yeah, no. Fair.
Why are we all talking about
I mean, this is Kevlar, so we're doing trick shot.
Why are you wearing Kevlar with no shirt?
What game?
Because I have acid soaked my entire body.
Oh, yeah.
Affirmative.
I am still rank 1 in that.
I have a question. What's how do you like commission something? Like, what's the official channel? Like, what are you supposed to do? You walk over to a Mackie, preferably me. You ask what you want,
Hello.
and then I'll put it on the list.
Ace?
Okay. Is it possible to make or help me rather, make an arrow that will allow us to listen in wherever it lands? That seems more of a techie thing. There, that is okay. Okay, I can see what because you're talking about shipping your arrows with listening devices. I can put it on, but the chip that they need to make is more of a techie thing. Okay. So I guess I'll talk to them first, figure that part out, then come in the machine after. Okay. Understood. I think I'll talk to Buck. Buck is currently the best person to talk to for this. What time? Who was it?
No, it's not.
The common rider looking guy.
Oh,
Right, I'll walk you.
Getting rid of my game.
I'll walk you to him.
Last I saw Derek was in the center.
Yeah, they're gone.
Pardon me?
Hey, it's the hedgehog.
Wait.
Ira, are you doing rapid experimentation right now?
No, we actually just wrapped up a few minutes ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You want to go watch Wrench test something out on your brother?
Sure.
Do you know where Buck went?
Bug? I believe Bug is following to see stuff with them.
Let's see. You know what?
Shield I had that wasn't, maybe like half the weight.
Look at him go.
All of my
So proud of him.
swords, my guns, like that. So it's not that big of a difference.
It's a Chappie. Hi, Chappie. Shipment we stole from Granger.
But, whatever the fuck it's meant to be.
What the fuck?
It's on my back.
Our vitals are still
So is it like a backpack or is it?
No, it's not here.
But it's
Let's
not
talk
like
about
it's
I want to ask,
Let's.
there's no need for you to have to spend your day trying to track him down. If I see him out,
You never know. Maybe you may.
Yeah, he might
appreciate
be
it,
at
though.
the Techie Bay though.
If you need me to look it over, just say
Okay,
the
I'll
So,
check it out.
probably best bet.
Thank you.
No, Jeffy.
How's it going? Good.
Yeah, nope. That was awkward.
Punch you across the room.
Hey, you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
It's a Jeffy.
I'm good for not dying when I get hit.
I hear them laughing.
I mean, you were.
I heard it too. The hills have fucking eyes, Ezra.
You're lucky, man. I heard that works.
Can you get a medic or something?
Hi,
There's a
welcome
medic right
back
here.
for the fight ring.
Can you threaten him enough not to fight for long periods of time?
Don't fight too hard, otherwise you don't get to go on a mission for a month on Cairo's orders.
Oh wow.
Alright, well.
Damn.
That's pretty effective.
That's pretty good.
That's how she got
Dude,
me.
that's a lot.
I mean, I said one, but you know what? Two works as well.
Yeah. Amp it up. Make him feel the thrill.
Actually, you know what? Saying goes for you, Ranch. You
Chubby,
fight
be
too
careful,
hard.
Chubby.
No
Chubby.
more.
Chubby,
No
Chubby,
missions for
Chubby,
like a month.
Chubby.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paranoid.
Better hope to God that you don't get stepped on.
Some time now.
Come here.
She's gone full gremlin mode with the damn thing, so she's fucking cloaking and poking people and running off.
Speak of the devil, or was that the wind?
I would never do that.
Speak of the devil.
Nope.
It's too bad I can't like phase through.
Actually, not even.
I broke
you're
it.
a creature.
Broke
Where's
what?
Corvus?
Trick shot.
The Gotcha Whisperer game.
Did you wake
It's
it?
been purged.
Trick shots looking for you. He's a project
Trick
bitch.
shot's looking for me?
No Buck.
Wait, who's looking for me?
Trick shot.
Hey, you. You're like
Quick shot.
the champion,
Boss.
right? I want to fight
Champion
you.
candidate.
Can we fight?
I'm covered in
They won the fight
acid
tournament.
burns.
No one's been selected as champion yet. As far as
I'm
I
one
know.
of the candidates. That's this.
Mm. Okay. Cool. I want to fight you.
We can fight. We can fight once I'm better.
Okay.
Who's looking for
Trick
you? Is
shot.
it Kill Shot or is Trick
No,
Shot? Who the fuck
trick
is Trick
shot.
Shot?
Well, trick shot is the one with the fox mask and the
The one
bow.
we passed when we were exiting the Techie Bay.
Brown hair.
I'm gonna go look for this guy.
He's gonna open the eyelid. Yeah, I rolled that.
You know what? I appreciate that Silas was trying to describe trick shot by doing this.
Close that one.
They do use a bow, so that is only natural.
They do use a bow. You doing okay? You were in the medical.
Hold it up, actually. Hold it open, shine a light in it, or next to it. See if there's any response.
Alright, they deleted my game. Violation. They deleted my game.
Do you guys know where
Right.
Cairo is?
Seem patched up though. That's a good thing.
The gacha game.
What do you need?
For a second I thought you were flexing off injuries.
I have a request from somebody that I think needs medical approval before I say yes to anything, so I'm gonna run it by somebody.
No.
Trick Shot.
I'm gonna go get my Gatorade.
He is interested in trying to get essentially some kind of exposure therapy to the drug I created previously that's like the localized steroid adrenaline kind of thing. He's aware that it's going to hurt him. He came to me and asked. I told him it needs medical approval first.
Currently denied.
Okay.
I do not want someone injecting themselves with something like that repeatedly.
Well, I would be injecting them, and we would have you guys on standby, of course. Same protocols as always, but it is still a bad thing.
I'm not sure
whether
that we
they
know
would
the deterioration of the body.
Not when they're kind of like
living
that.
flower.
Yeah, we don't know what
A tiger in the middle of a heavily,
really cute.
like beyond urban cities norm.
She's normal living flower and a heavily 36 years I've been alive, and I've never seen a living walking
real.
flower.
But
I'm sure there's some magic bullshit.
But like
maybe what
a tiger though,
that's
no point now. I wouldn't even.
satisfy or nurse them.
To be fair, Raja freaks everybody the fuck out when they first say him.
Well, yeah, because that's a tiger.
Small Mickey.
If I said Mickey, I was like, what do you mean?
It was fun to me.
Actually, let me make another research.
A small Mickey.
I want them to get practice.
Where's Derek?
Yes.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what I'm.
Bitch! What? Oh,
Hey,
you know
that's
what?
one.
Holy fuck! Oh, hello.
Hey, did you stop puking acid?
Ow.
Who, me?
Yeah. I'm okay.
You're puking acid?
What am I?
I just hear the
Who's-
side now.
What? Oh, what's happening? Oh! Why are you
I need,
punching me?
I need a cigarette, please, from our pack.
Alright, fine, hold on.
Where do you get all yours? I know you've got like millions. Hey!
Our pack?
Don't damage the good bitch!
Listen, I
I
carry
was paying attention
myself.
before I was feeling left out.
Why are you super glowing?
I have a lighter.
Oh! Ah! It's so bright!
It's a lighter. It is a source of
I want a pack!
fire.
I want to pay you for a pack.
Oh, okay,
No,
I
you
can
have
see that.
nothing.
How much do you want? How many packs do you want? I have a bunch of them.
Like maybe 2.
Okay, so I got this one, this one. Do you want menthol or do you want, like, what do you want? You want weed or menthol?
Just give them to me.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Guys are
I feel like I'm seeing some
Trading.
like the
What do I-
sweetest
do you need money
and
or
then the
what?
most cursed directions ever
Actually,
back
I
to
do
back.
need... Do you know where a cargo container is?
Oh,
what?
no.
A coconut container?
A cargo container, like, you know, something you'd
Oh.
store a bunch of shit in.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
a cargo
the
container.
shipping yards?
We'll steal one from the shipping yard.
I guess, man.
That'll be
You
an
wanna
uphill
help
trend.
steal?
You can
You
help
wanna
me with
help
stealing
steal
a
one?
cargo container.
Why
Are you
does
good
it
at
look
I'll
like
stealth?
give
you're...
you more.
Are you crying?
Huh? No, cybernetics.
Oh. Just looks like you're
It's
in
okay
a
to cry,
perpetual
man.
state of...
Yeah, I'm always so sad. Sob. Oh, wait.
Now, get out of your head. It'll drill deeper into your skull.
I want to
Oh,
beat up
no.
something. You want to die?
No,
Listen,
What?
if you want, I'll give you more packs if you
I wanna
help me
fight.
steal a cargo container.
What? That's so not... No! Why? How does it... I get cigarettes by helping you steal a container and almost going to prison and or dying? Yeah, that's
Hey,
some little
cigarettes are
shit.
pretty expensive.
We find an empty cargo container nobody needs. That's just off to the side. You know, we just gotta fucking get it here. So we can attach
I
it to
mean,
that.
you gotta admit,
Huh?
cigarettes are
Hey,
pretty
alright.
expensive.
Thanks.
See, that's what we'll do. By the way, Rat. That thing can pick up a cargo container. Imagine the amount of shit we can steal now.
Can't believe you would
We can
help me.
fill the stuff from the museum in the
Yeah,
cargo
you gonna
container
kill me?
that the drone can pick up.
That sounds fun.
Wait, correction. Can it lift a cargo container, or could it lift a cargo container carrying a lot of equipment?
Well, from what Tinny told me, yes.
Can we sit on the cargo container while it lifts us away?
No, absolutely not.
Have you guys
That answers
ever
my
watched
question.
the movie The A-Team?
No.
You know how they fly the big helicopter thing in the container?
tank! They fly it.
Yeah.
They follow the
Oh,
flight.
dude.
It's so cool.
Yeah, that is
It's
cool.
so cool.
And
Alright,
there's
so
like
what if we
I don't want to fall
steal
though. I
all-
really don't want to
we
fall.
fill the cargo container with items, we defend it while it leaves,
We need to
then
make
we
the
defend
A-team.
till it comes back, and then we all
You
pile
remind me
into
of a
it.
Murdoch. You need to be our
okay, better
Murdoch.
idea. Tinny.
Why would you see the Murdoch? I
you
also
think-
train issues, and I'm a pilot. He can't fly shit. Well, I'm not really.
Would you jumpstart an ambulance with defibrillators?
No.
He seems like the he seems like the type
he
to do
would.
that.
Okay.
Defibrillator
okay.
flying
So
him?
here's the thing. So we defend it while this makes the initial go off and drop off the cargo container, and then it comes back and it picks up the car that we are all in, and you fly off while I sit there in the car. And then if you need to drop us, we drop it. And we
You're
start
making
driving.
this so much complicated, and you're also starting with the idea that we're getting caught doing it, which I don't appreciate.
Well, hopefully we
No.
don't get caught, but you know. if
Yeah,
we
no,
did-
I like-
You're coming in this with, oh, we're gonna sit on it and defend ourselves. How about we just sit on it and no one actually ever noticed that we were there?
Exactly, that's the plan, but it's always planned for failure.
Oh,
I learned that the hard way.
Actually, Tin, need to get someone in an exosuit. Hook him on the drone and just drop him somewhere.
Sure.
I mean, I would
And
be
then drop him
terrified if
and shoot them
if
down like a bullet.
I would be terrified if I'm like fighting some tigers and all of a sudden I see one tiger dropped in an
Whoever you
exosuit
do
from
that
the sky.
with, call them a hell diver.
Don't call him that.
Don't be ridiculous.
No. What's the matter, Rat? I feel like you've heard that before somewhere in a different.
Oh, damn!
You should have brought that up, and you know it.
Normally I would say no. Normally I would say no violence in my Mackie Bay, but I'll allow it.
Did you say your cheek? Why did you like collapse that much to the floor just by saying your cheek?
No, I'm done.
Oh, damn! Make eggs on that bitch?
Yeah.
Scrambled?
I'm being lifted. I'm being stolen.
No,
I'm being
the
stolen.
omelet.
But it was nice knowing you.
Prophylactics! Watch out!
Women, am I right?
Oh, okay. I'm also one of those.
A what?
What?
A woman? I'm a
I
I'm a
gotta go.
Those
woman.
don't exist.
I gotta go.
Huh?
God,
You
my leg
not think
almost
I
came
was
out.
a woman? You fucking asshole!
No, I knew that. I was pulling your leg.
Did you? Did you really?
Yeah, of course I knew that. I know what women are.
You show me yours, and I'll show you mine.
What?
Don't do this in the
It's
backpack.
deja vu right now.
Are you sure?
No,
I gotta beat
you're
the
not
fuck
allowed
out
to
of
do
you,
this.
To be honest.
Listen, I'm not even sure if my balls
Have you
work
measured
anymore.
yours?
Those big. No, I feel like
That
I should
is a whole bag.
my
I don't
balls.
wanna. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. Thank you.
Two giant. I won't make that joke.
I
Two
don't think my
dead
balls
stars.
work anymore.
What?
That's
Right, you
okay.
were there. I
Yeah,
got
no, I
curb
was
stop
like-
put on my balls.
You were there when his
Twice
balls
my
stopped
size.
working?
And I killed the man who did it for him.
Okay, this
Oh,
is
you
a
already
really
took
weird
revenge, nice.
orgy.
So there was
Did you guys
a.
have a bad night or something?
Oh,
it's
essentially,
that
I went
kinda.
I
Yeah,
caught
there was
up
a lot
on
of
him.
shock
I
and
tried to stab him in the ass. He grabbed me, threw me, like poop, pumping my balls. I would have been in so much pain since then. However, I don't feel that pain anymore. So it's either A, the pain's gone away, or B, I don't have my balls.
John, where are my balls?
Have you looked since then, you shower, right?
Yes, I shower. I've looked.
Okay.
How the fuck do you know if they work? They're still there, but I'm not sure if they work. No.
No.
I mean,
leave.
Eric,
I'm used to shit.
No.
I think it's pretty easy to discover. Do you have like an empty sack down there, or
The empty sack. I mean, how do you know?
is it just like an empty water balloon or something?
Well, why don't you just, a quick go test or something? I mean, it's probably a viable.
A quick go test. Yeah.
Yeah, just hook up to the meter behind you. We'll kickstart it. I have an engine right there if you need it.
Sorry. Oh, the idea of kickstarting a pair of balls. Let's get these bad boys going.
Y'all are freaks.
Yeah.
You started this conversation.
No. They called me a man, basically. They were confused on my gender, so they started it.
What? You're a
I would have
woman?
been happy.
No, I'm just kidding.
Women, am I right?
Kill him! Get him! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Get him! Get him! Bite his dick off! Bite his dick off, then he'll understand. Bite his dick off. And then feed him estrogen. Go on, go get him.
What?
Huh? I'm having deja vu again.
That's a rather specific
Have we
punishment.
had this conversation?
You know.
Oh, yeah, shit. No, you're right. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Bite his
Where's
little
our Benny
toesies.
Hill? We need our Benny Hill. You're not gonna make that jump.
Oh,
You
he's in
can't
the
get
hole
back
now.
up.
Yeah, down, bitch
Yeah,
boy.
you can't
Oh,
get back up.
yeah, you're stuck now.
Don't even think about it. What the fuck? Get off me, you freak.
The ladder works. The problem is the tiger is at the ladder now.
Welcome to the Mickey fight pit.
Should have cage fights.
You're so right.
This is
If
the
I get
Mickey
in, you're
fight
not
pit.
getting out.
Wait, we could do we could do what we did back when I was really young. You weren't there, but we could fucking have Beyblades with razor blades tied to it and have them go and see who gets cut off the first.
Dude! Yo, let's do that right
would be
now.
badass.
That sounds so cool. Okay. Can we make
I'd
some
like
of
to
those?
get
Do you
on
have
the
any
pit,
razor
though.
blades?
I can
In the back.
If we can take back Green Pit, I can go get them.
In the back, we have
I'm
razor
nearby
blades.
Green Pit.
No, we can do this right now. Come on, this will be sick. What's the
Yeah,
worst
I'm
that can
with.
happen? If ricochets and flies around the room, we destroy the.
No, the worst thing that can happen is
You
Achilles
fucking
gets.
idiot. You gotta take the ladders. The little.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Please?
It's okay. Right, you're about to die. You're on bite range.
I'll,
Derek.
Correct my gender now.
What?
I
Direct
just need to
Whatever.
give you a short
Correct my
instruction,
gender.
which
You're a
is that
very
this damn
beautiful
demon
young
needs
woman.
to get off a keyboard.
Well,
Yeah, a demon. Like the one in the shower?
She's
Alright.
okay. She's average.
Demon successfully removed from keyboard.
Well, I think everybody around here is higher than average, okay?
Don't tell Rat.
But I don't know who you
But
are.
if he throws up, don't touch any of it and don't let him touch any of it. It's extremely acidic. Enough to melt metal.
Thank you
Can
for
I ask?
puking on the tarp.
As he's standing on a metal floor.
Did you throw up into the pit?
I have to look in the pit.
The concrete should be fine.
If he pukes in his mask, does it burn his face?
I've already had
Surely.
a hole through this entire match. I haven't
plastic
gotten a
mat,
repair.
Wait, how does that work? Like, Doesn't his insides
Yeah.
burn? Is
So, stomach acid
Whoa.
typically in its like normal state is strong enough to melt through metal. So we've just created an agent that lets you safely
Whoa,
deliver a
that's
large
really
amount
cool.
of it without.
Don't really remember asking, but thanks.
You
I
literally
gotta go to the
asked.
meeting.
You actually did ask. Did she?
Yeah, I got bored.
She actually.
I don't remember
I
it.
got bored.
With just the hollow for a long bit before we tried doing any of
If you don't want to hear about it, I could just give it to you, and then you can find out what it does.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you want to try it?
Yeah,
Just running.
Go ahead.
Well, after meeting, I'll hit you up.
Maybe running.
Bullet. He goes. You know how you go.
I mean, that is kind of his thing.
I never got rubber rounds.
I know someone who has them.
Oh, that's broken. Okay.
Look at the data. 2. It's not a cybernetic, apparently.
I actually had
It's
an
not a
idea
cybernetic.
a
It's
long time
attached
ago.
to his
I
back,
was going
not
to
in
get
the back, which is what caught me by
Maddie,
surprise.
that one Mickey on it, but
You know how Timmy has pepper balls? What if we make
He already asked me about it.
That's what you. Okay, so we were talking about that.
You knew. How did I get into it?
Sitting down.
Fucking awesome. I couldn't see anything to plug it in.
Come on.
Good eye.
Getting old
Good eye.
now.
People move here crazy.
I guess I'm just that crazy.
You know what? I'm feeling spicy today.
Bro uses his imagination and spawned in a fucking port.
Hey, bro.
Oh, I know.
It's not
Cowboy
that
gave
Doctor
him the
Strange
clear
shit.
to use it.
They're gonna talk.
Yeah, I just informed Cairo of it just to make sure. Just because even if he can see it, okay, I'm not trying to have him hyped up on adrenaline 90% of the time.
Yeah.
You, mission, or they like ask who wants to go out, and then people walk to different places, and then they
You're
pick you,
different.
and then you go out.
Stop waving at me, you
True.
vomit freak.
No, they don't even talk to you. They just point at you from afar.
No, you
Right.
definitely have more parts than
Kenny
he
might
does,
be
I
able
think.
to maybe get chloroform pepper balls. the thing.
Into it like a jawbreaker.
I don't think we should have chloroform jawbreakers.
Dude, that's sick. And then we should sell them to like kids down the block.
What? No, don't sell that to kids.
What's wrong with you? It sounds
Do you have a second
radical.
for me to quickly ask you
That
a question?
Do you have
You
a
should also
rubber
get a little
round?
plank of wood, and you should draw like
Do
a
I have a
smiley face.
rubber round?
I wish I was.
Do you have any of these? I wish I was.
You should call your friend Ed.
I don't know why I would have
Stop. Listen,
Don't say
life has
that.
many doors.
Never
Let's
mind.
go.
What is it?
I was asked to. Well, I've been making chloroform for Derek to kidnap tigers for us to experiment on. And Tin Man has requested that I create chloroform pepper balls, essentially, to shoot at people to try to make them unconscious. Will works. Chloroform can be absorbed through the skin, but making sure you're okay with me doing that before I make chemical bullets.
That's what I think.
Oh,
refuse to do that.
You know what I mean? Because the heart, you want to suck on it first.
Sometimes I just got to feel the burning on my face, and I'm like, that's a weird sensation.
How you do that? I can't. Trickshot wanted to do experimentation with the stim that I made that is like a localized steroid. His goal, but he approached me about this. I told him he needs medical approval. He wants to take it.
Okay, I can handle that later.
Had to remove a demon from my keyboard real quick. He wants to take it at regular intervals to trying to develop an immunity to the side effects, essentially, is the short of it. spoke about it with Cowboy. He said he does not want to approve it because of the deterioration of a body and a potential addiction and all that kind of stuff. I have no skin in the game. I don't care either way if it's approved or not. I just told him if he wants something like that, he needs to get approval from you guys.
Alright, Whisperers, listen up.
No, that sounds like a quick way for your arm to fall.
We've got
right.
one or two things to handle today, but first I'd like to bring an announcement to your table. For those who weren't here on Tuesday or the last Friday, rather, I made an announcement in correlation with the front lines. Even given the get out of jail free card for letting loose on the front lines, as Keijin doesn't really monitor the place as they rightfully should, but they've given us the free pass. Whatever happens on the front line stays on the front lines and won't be transferred to anything else anywhere else in this district. So whatever weapons you got, thermal, cryo, plasma, anything else, prep them. Who knows when we'll have people sent out there again? Better to be prepared than anything else.
Does that mean we're gonna get all the shit they took from us when we first
No.
made this, or?
They're keeping their grubby little paws on them. That's the only thing I had to announce. That in mind, I have one thing that Chase wants done, and that's some blue suit cleanup detail. Some of them are the corrupt, the more corrupt ones on the force. We have a picture identifying a couple of them from the sounds of it, and we're going to do some investigating into the area. See what we can pick up, see if we can take any down, see if we can get more information on them. I need a team of 4 to head out. And do some investigative work. If you're up and ready to head out into activity, line up.
The fucking lovely.
Do you have the document, or?
I'm fine.
Understood.
Alright. Eclipse. Stand behind me if I call you Eclipse. Cowboy. Fox Sound. And Ame. You 4, I'm going to send you coordinates from the area I want you to investigate, see what you can come up with.
Got it.
I think I can look around. I think Dulce keeps a copy of the photograph somewhere in her stash, so I can take care of that.
Send it to us while we're on the way.
Who's this? What? What do you mean? Just dealt with who? Argonaut. The fuck?
What?
Uh-oh.
Understood. I'll send a team your way. Okay. Change of plans. I was planning on sending each of you on patrol, but I need a quick response team. There is a large contingent of tigers attacking one of our frontline territories. They're trying to make a push into our lines and disgruntle whatever. I got contact with a whisper,
Me on a
an
mission
echo
again, huh?
out there who's been separated from his group.
We're
I
the
need
only
someone to
one that
link up
hasn't
with
been
him,
on a group with his
get him back to his
arm.
people, and clear out any tigers they encounter in the area as
They
much
hold
as
their
you
own. I've
can.
been out with them before.
You're going to
I believe
face
it.
something
They've been around a long time.
called the Argonaut.
Argonaut.
I don't know what that is.
This sounds intriguing to me.
Wait a fucking minute.
You're resting.
Depends on if you need two medics. I'll
Fucking Argonaut.
I need 6 people who are geared and ready
I have
to
a
head to the
sneaking
front.
suspicion I know what the Argonaut.
Ready for anything.
We gotta trust it. They'll be able to deal with it. Gotta have faith in them.
The boss man.
Our situation.
I got two of the saw blade drones
finding
that
out
people can
information,
bring
we're not
on a
ready to
mission.
kill anyone.
Do I
Copy.
have
I
permission
ain't gonna
to
kill.
open this lineup?
Because if it's front lines, we can use anything, right?
You, Tin Man, you're up.
Oh, my punches hurt, but they don't kill.
I guess
Perfect person to use them too.
Wish me luck.
Ouch.
Lauren,
You think you're in mortal
You're up.
danger.
Okay.
Oh,
Corvus, Bullet.
I can't judge you for wanting to protect yourself.
They sent behind you.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Coyote.
Hi, team.
Cross is mine to bear.
Hi.
And the
If we got
Can I
any
nickname
civvies
you?
or anything, let me talk to
Can I
them
call you
and
Isaac?
The gab.
No.
I know who you're related to.
Finding of
Why would you
Isaac.
call me
The crank
Isaac?
kid?
Actually, they haven't.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
Birdie.
Should have gone for that, honestly.
I'm Tinny.
You.
Lauren, right?
I'm so excited for Birdie.
Very
Yeah.
much.
You 6. Listen up. I don't know exactly what you're going to encounter out there, except a load of tigers, armed to the teeth. You're gonna go in there with little to no reinforcements, except each other. So keep your trust amongst yourselves as much as you can. You're heading to zone 1501 to respond to the tiger response we're getting. Get your gear, get your munitions, make your way out as soon as you can, pronto.
Ranch. There's been report of William Gas.
What now?
After been report of William Gas.
Tin Man, Corvus, you two stay behind real quick. The rest
Otherwise, I'll give them the vortex and a gas mask.
I'll inform them. If you want to give them the new gas mask, you can.
Oh, we don't really have new gas mask. Fuck.
As
We're on a
for
mission.
whispers, as for the rest, I need patrol sent out to cause as much mayhem across the front lines so the tigers do not converge on one position. Form up squads, form up patrols, head out.
Okay,
Do your best.
I'm gonna give you a device called the vortex. It's the example of when gases get used.
Come over here.
Alright. I'm gonna give you a device called the vortex. It's a device that takes samples of the William gases in the case that it gets used.
Okay.
We also have gas masks, so I'll give it to you and we'll walk out.
I'm not going on this mission, but yeah.
Oh, wait. I thought you were on a mission.
Oh no, I didn't get picked.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Good plan, good plan.
Beauty. You're going on a mission to the front lines, correct?
Just wait in there for a second.
Alright. Excuse me?
Oh, they died.
So I'm gonna go sit cutely in the car.
Pardon.
Okay.
Play defense. Alright?
Beauty. You go.
Leave the habit
I
back
think I
there.
just have bad luck.
Been here for just a second.
Having Mass Effect would be a bad idea.
You're going to the front lines, right?
I believe so.
Yes, I'm gonna give you a device called the Vortex. It's to take samples of the William gas in case it gets used. Be careful with it, we only have one. Alright?
I'll take as much care as I can with it. You know,
As long as
I'm making.
as long as you don't put yourself in danger, then
Yeah, don't purposely throw yourself out there like I do.
if you get at least
Again. Having fucking shown today.
if you get at least one sample for the researchers, then that would be good. That means we can work on an antidote.
Mm-hmm. But yes.
Well,
Okay.
Joyous.
so yeah,